Hi Aquarius, welcome back to the Divine Dojo. My name is Gabriella and I'm here to do your new moon reading and for the week of the 18th or 19th through the 23rd, 24th. So welcome back. I am glad to be here. I took a long hiatus. Just wasn't called to do readings, but now I am. Today is my birthday. So, yeah, I'm happy to be back. I hope you guys have been well. I've missed doing readings for you, but I'm happy to be back. So a little bit about the astrology that's going on right now. We have a grand water trine, meaning the sun is in Scorpio, Jupiter is in Cancer, Neptune is in Pisces. So this is the universe telling us to let things flow and let it go. I have a couple dogs, so just mind you that, you know, they might bark, they might do things. So, and then we also have 5 planets retrograde. So this is asking us to, you know, reevaluate, redo, reconsider, revamp, rewire, put the whatever you need to do, you know, after the because it's, you know, when 5 planets are retrograde, it's the universe telling us to slow down and go within. Right now is not the time to push. Yes, it's, you know, even though things are retrograde, and there's a lot of watery emotional energy, we still have to do some action during this time to cultivate, you know, for future events and have, whatever we want, you know, transpire down the line. Things might feel slow. Things might feel like they're not moving along, or, you know, it's not going to happen, but keep doing the work and it will happen. So today is the new moon in Scorpio, 28 degrees. And then we also, so that is basically deep emotional healing and clearing can happen. A very soulful time. It's good to meditate. It's good to visualize. It's good to engage in healing work. It's also good to, my light is not on and that's just highly annoying. Here, I can put it on. There we go. It's good to do healing work. And then it's also good to do shadow work. We have a lot of feminine yin energy going on, even though it's emotional, it's, you know, it can be chaotic. The dark feminine is wanting to be heard because we have not only Venus in Scorpio, we have Lilith in Scorpio, and then, you know, let's add in Mary Magdalene, you know, energy as well. So the dark feminine definitely wants to be transmuted and felt and seen, right? But this is a great new moon because it's a reset point. It's not like your happy-go-lucky, you know, new moon, set your intentions. Yes, you know, do all of that, but definitely do that work that comes along with it, like shadow work, right? Very powerful new moon. And with Uranus in Taurus, which is in opposition to the sun in Scorpio, it can mean chaos, you know, something like out of the blue may come up, you know, during this new moon or this week, you know, with the energies. So just be mindful of that. Mercury is in Scorpio also, so just be careful of your words. If they're harsh, just remember, you know, you might say something that you can't take back. All right, Spirit, I invite you in to give Aquarius a nice, clean, efficient message for their best and highest good. What do you have for Aquarius, Spirit? What do you have for Aquarius? Thank you. 2 cards came out. 2 of Swords. Some sort of decision, choice, something's weighing heavy on you, or maybe something you've been trying to avoid and not wanting to see. You also have the 10 of Wands. That has been a burden, a big burden, a heavy burden, you know. and maybe that you feel responsible for, you haven't wanted to see the part you've played. Yeah, let's see, let's get some clarity. King of Wands. You know, the King of Wands, it's a good leader. He's an entrepreneur. You know, it reminds me sort of like the Aquarius energy, you know, entrepreneur, visionary, you know, rebellious in a way. I mean, it is a kind of earthly King of Wands. It is related to Scorpio and Sagittarius. So you do have that fire and water element, you know, creating mud, earth. So, yeah. Is that you? You're a natural leader. Two of Swords, Ten of Wands, King of Wands. Yeah, maybe it's something you haven't been wanting to. King of Wands to the Fool reverse, to the Knight of Cups reverse. Yeah, so maybe this new moon in this week, it's time not to hold back. It's time not to hold back. It's time to make a decision. It's time not to hesitate. It's time to do things in integrity. With integrity and compassion, and, you know, being methodical about whatever this difficult decision or the thing you haven't been wanting to see, either within yourself or within somebody else, because it's been like weighing on you heavily, right? A decision that needs to be made or something that has to be said, right? Because you are a good leader, but you know, maybe you have been a little bit moody, you have been disappointed, you have been, and I'm getting like anxious, like not satisfied with like how things have been going, you know, lately. So, yeah, it's time to make a decision though, and move forward in an emotionally balanced way, and not have like this moody type of negative, getting like a negative, anxious energy. What is this about, Spirit? You got the Four of Pentacles reverse. Maybe it's about your money. Maybe it's about the better times that you had in the past, because this is the Six of Cups, you know, the nostalgia card. This is like of when we were younger, or, you know, like, you know, your happy memories, childhood memories, joy, innocence, nostalgia, right? Then you get the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, maybe you've been feeling very stuck and burdened, and feel the weight of a decision that has been like weighing on you heavily, that you know you need to make, but you haven't made yet, because every time maybe you go to make it, you're feeling like, you know, a little bit of like nostalgia and sadness, and, you know, of the memories of when things were better, right? Or reminiscing of when things were better. And maybe you were financially better and you're not in such a great place right now, but it looks like the Wheel of Fortune, it is upright and it's changing, and it's changing in your favor. You're one of the fixed signs. So this new moon is definitely affecting the fixed signs, right? Because it's in Scorpio. And man, I swear I shuffled these cards. I mean, you saw me. I'm gonna shuffle them again. You and Capricorn have been getting, you know, I did their sign before yours. Kind of got similar cards, but in different ways. So maybe go and see that. Maybe that resonates. But anyhow, the wheel is changing in your favor. And like I said, the Wheel of Fortune, you have Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio, right? We are the fixed signs. We're the ones that, not us that the wheel turns for, but, you know, we're the fix. We're the, you know, you can rely on us type of signs, right? But we're also very stubborn and don't want to change things. And it's hard for us to change things. So, but when we do, you know, we're like, fuck it, you know, I change things, no problem. Like once my decision is made, I'm like, fuck it, you know, I like to burn things to the ground and shake it up, you know, and, you know, whatever happens, happens. So, and Aquarius is rebellion, you know, rebellious, to a certain degree too. Leo too can have a rebellious streak. Taurus can, you know, be that bull, you know, that says once he or she is like done, you know, goes through like the bull in a china shop and fucking wrecking shit, right? So the fixed signs are definitely affected by this full moon. So are Pisces and Cancer. So yeah, I mean, you have the two major arcanas that we have on the table, three, with the Fool being reversed. A chapter is ending, and maybe you're sad about it and you're reminiscing about it. Did the Page of Wands come out first? Either way, the Page of Wands and the World came out, right? A chapter is definitely closing because you have the Wheel of Fortune. Fortune is moving in your favor. And that doesn't necessarily mean monetarily. It just means this burden that you've been carrying along is near the end, right? But what's needed is this page energy, right? That new energy of like how we were in the past when we were younger, right? That freedom, loving, joyous, young kid, you know, with innocence in our hearts, you know, and I think that's what needs to happen again, you know, once this chapter closes, and it's done for, you're gonna want to come at things with this young type of energy of the Page of Wands, right? It's what does it say? Inspiration, ideas, discovery, limitless potentials, free spirit, exploration, excitement, freedom. I didn't even read the stupid card, and you know, that's what I said, you know, like we need to come at things with this new energy, because this has, whatever this is, has been a heavy situation, and it has like fucked up your moods, you know, but you're ready to move on. You're ready to move on, but you are still being a little bit like holding on, you know, to the past. So make peace with the past, settle the past, come at it with compassion and integrity, and close it out, you know, peacefully, lovingly, and move on, right? And then once that chapter closes, come to your new life, that new chapter with new energy. And, you know, things will start to change and you'll feel good again. What is the advice here? Pretty straightforward. What is the advice here, Spirit? One more. What is the advice? No advice? That is the advice? All right. Yeah. I like it, Aquarius. You're moving on from a hard time. You know, you are reminiscing, you are looking back, and it's good to look back. This is exactly what this retrograde period is for. It's looking back and seeing the mistakes that we've made, learning the lessons, forgiving the people, forgiving the past, and more importantly, forgiving yourself, doing the inner work. How can you be better in this next chapter? How can you come at things from an innocent and pure heart? Again, you know, in an innocent way of looking at things, and just, you know, look forward to the thing. I'm going to get a Wisdom of the Oracle card. And an Angel Answer Oracle card, and a Angel Number card, and then we'll call it a day. I love this. This is good for you, Aquarius. I'm happy that, you know, this burdensome thing is coming to an end. Thinker. Yeah, and you know, you have been thinking, you have been in your head, and that's okay. This is the time to do that. This is the time to reflect, pause, reflect, see how you can do better in this next chapter, see how you can take the lessons and implement them into this new chapter as well. And you know, and close the chapter with love and compassion. And then this one says here and now, and this is exactly, Spirit does not lie. This is exactly what I was saying, here and now, right? This is like the past, and then this is the future. And you know, that's the thing. It's like we can reminisce, we can, you know, think of all the shit that we did and fucked up, and what people did to us, you know, all of that. And you know, in the end, none of it matters. It's like, you know, looking back, did we do our best? If we didn't, how can we change that is in this new coming chapter, right? And progressing and being better versions of ourselves in this new chapter, right? And how do you do that is being in the present now, you know, and not living in the past. Yes, it's good to reminisce and think about the past. That way you can, you know, learn from the past. And then it's good to plan for the future, but not be like living in the future and only thinking of the future. You have to enjoy the life now, right? You have to enjoy your life now. What is it for, you know? Otherwise, one last card for Aquarius. This one wanted to pop out. Yeah, the Fates. The Wheel of Fortune, the Fates. It's fated to change. It's fated to be better. It's fated, you know, to move on. So, yeah, good reading. Good. Yeah, that star energy. You know, you are the star card in tarot. So, just come at things with innocent, new and fresh kind of energy, you know. I know it's hard, you know, especially if you're older. You know, life takes its toll, right? And that's the goal. That's the thing we have to not lose, right? Is our innocence, our joy, our love, right? And you don't need to worry, right? You don't need to worry. This burden will soon be over, and good things. I'm not saying that shit won't happen in the future, of course, in the near future. What is it in the near future? You got a lot of similar cards to Capricorn, although theirs was heavy reading, but yours seems a little bit more positive. Yeah, in the near future, it says a year from now. And if you asked any specific question, you know, the answer is yes. Are you going to be okay? Yes, you will be okay. You don't need to worry. Everything is going to turn out fine. All right. I love this for you, Aquarius. All right, let me get an angel number card for you, and then, oh shit, we'll wrap it up. So if you've made it this far, please comment, like, and share, and subscribe. If you would do me the honor of doing that, I would appreciate it. So you got 0808, and it says swift action, wealth, empathy, commitment, affection, inner strength, promises, positive outcomes. You are entering a phase of expansion, so take immediate action toward your ultimate goals. Financial improvement is on the horizon, and by the way, someone has their eyes on you. Stay focused because the universe is aligning in your favor. And that's so funny because then you have 0550, and it says the eye candy. It says intuition, creativity, aesthetics, expression, networking, harmony, potential, romance. Take a break to enjoy fresh air or gather with friends for a delightful time. Appreciate the natural beauty around you, waiting to be discovered. You may soon start an exciting new project or enjoy a charming date. Use your charisma to connect with others and create meaningful interactions wherever you go. Yeah, and that's the thing of like the here and now, being present, right? Finish whatever you need to finish, and enjoy yourself and enjoy the beauty of this world. And again, I think that it's just something that's saying to me, like, come at things with a new energy and an energy of innocence, and love and compassion, and, you know, not only for others, but, mainly for yourself as well. So Aquarius, I hope you liked it. Please let me know if you did. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. I will see you next week. All right. Take care, you guys. Ciao.